Hello guys and welcome back to another video. So we started a new series on the channel, which is where we discuss the best build for certain dinosaurs. We only did one episode so far, and that was with the Meg. If you want to go see the best Meg build, you guys can go check that out. But this build is going to be for the Dasp, because I see a lot of you guys asking what is the best build for the Dasp, and this build should work for group players and solo players as well. And as always, if you guys enjoy this series, make sure you guys subscribe for more content like this, and hit that thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. So the Dasp is a very solid dino. He used to be very weak and underwhelming, but he's slowly getting better by the updates. He has 600 max health with 3500 combat weight. But before we get to the actual movesets and what the best moves are, I'm going to show you guys what build you should pick. So you have three choices. You have balance build, you have a defense build, or you have a speed build. I highly recommend going speed. Now you do lose some defense, but you are much faster, and this can definitely help you in battles. And I'm going to explain why in a few. If you don't want to do speed and lose some defense, you can go balanced. And when it comes to a defense build, I do not recommend it. And again, I'm going to explain why in a second, but I prefer a speed build. And then when it comes to your moveset, this is what I like to do. So for head, you have three separate attacks. You have a regular bite, and this regular bite does 80 damage. That is a very high damage for a bite attack. Then you have bone snap, which is a charged up attack that inflicts bone break based on how long it's held. But while this ability is equipped, you lose 15% running speed. Hence why we went with a speed build. Now, if you plan on using the bone snap, which I do, you're gonna lose 15% speed. So if you put a speed build, that kind of makes up for whatever speed you're losing. If you do a defense build and you put this on, you're gonna be super slow. And then you do have a heavy bite that does up to 120 damage, but it is a delayed bite and it can be super hard to land on pretty fast creatures, so I don't really like to use it. So for the head attacks, I like to use a regular bite and a bone snap. I figure this is the best combination to use. It can be really effective to bone snap them and then bite them as well. It does have a 2-second cooldown, and if you use a bone snap or a regular bite, it's 2 seconds cooldown for both moves, which is kind of disappointing, but that's just how it is. He doesn't have anything for senses. For metabolism, you can do what you prefer, but I just keep it on hyper carnivore. Now for hide, I like to do tough scutes because this will make up for some of the defense that you're losing, and this will give you 15% increased armor. And I find that to work best in PvP situations, especially if you're solo. And then when it comes to legs, you have three options here. You have traction, you have strong legs, or you have long distance runner. Obviously, long distance runner will be the best if you plan on really running around a lot during PvP fights. This will reduce your stamina drain by 15%. And because you have a speed build, this can go really well with the build, having you run longer. For tail, you can just do a regular tail attack, or you can do balance if you want to increase your turning, but we're going to put tail attack so we can defend our backside. And then for voice, he just has a tyrant roar, which only works when you're in a group. It doesn't work solo anymore, so if you are playing in a group, then this can obviously help you guys out. And I forgot to mention, in the next update in the nearby future, he will be getting a new bite attack called Piercing Bite. This is where he can actually pierce through a dinosaur's armor, ignoring their armor completely and doing a lot of damage. We're going to be doing testing on that when it actually releases into the actual game. So if you want to help me with testing and future updates, you guys can add me on Discord, SIMPLYAMAZING YT, send me a friend request, let me know you want to help with testing, and if I ever need help, I know who to hit up. But yeah guys, this is my setup for the Dasp. Speed build with these movesets, and nothing could go wrong. Now when the Dasp was first released, he was actually really strong, some considered overpowered, because the T-Rex wasn't in the game yet, and this thing basically was the T-Rex of the game. And then once the actual T-Rex came out, they pretty much nerfed the Dasp and made him a lot weaker. He literally had the exact same moveset as the T-Rex when the T-Rex came out, but they're slowly changing everything up. Now obviously he needs some improvements, but I feel like this build can help you guys survive longer. And if it does help you in matches, let me know in the comments. Or if you have your own build you like to do, I will also like to hear it in the comments, because I'm probably going to make an updated video on this once he gets his new updated ability. But if you guys enjoyed this video and this series, like I said, hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.